Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the Book It, the Wrestling Promoter card game video tutorial. My name is Paul Laporte, and we are going to be looking in this video at the show quality phase. We have already booked our show. We have collected money from ticket sales. Now we're going to see how good of a show we actually managed to put on. And what we are going to do for that is we are going to be looking at the work rate of all of our wrestlers. So that is the second stat down here. That is the boots. That is going to determine how good of a match these wrestlers put on. And we are looking at all of these. And again, if you refer to our very first video where we're looking at the different types of matches and what these stats make up, we are going to be taking the average of the work rates of the two wrestlers involved. So again, we'll start at the bottom with the easy guys and work our way up to the top. Taking a look at these first two matches, we have Jobber versus Jobber. So for these, really simple. The average of these two, 1 + 1 divided by 2 is 1. So we have 1 quality matches for our first two. Now again, these guys have matching numbers, but they are local wrestlers, so they do not get any sort of synergy bonuses. They are not considered compatible. They do not get a bonus for star power or having the same style. None of that. They are just plain Jane guys who are putting on a 1 quality show. And we've included some counters up here to help you keep track of the match ratings when determining your overall show quality. So these two, not a very good match. It's just kind of there, warming up the crowd. No big deal. This is just humdrum opening 2 matches here. But we move on to our third match and things get a little bit better. So Double M has a 2 work rate and this jobber here has a 1. However, Double M is a hardcore wrestler and we are in a hardcore promotion. So hardcore wrestlers in our promotion get +1 work rate. So that means Double M is going to have a work rate of 3 and this jobber is going to have a work rate of 1. So 3 + 1 is 4. You divide that in half and we get a 2 quality match. So we have a little bit better match than our opening matches, and that is going to help us out in terms of stepping up our reputation. Again, this is the next match on the card. We're ramping up nicely, kind of moving up the card here, and then moving on to Jack Love versus a Journeyman. And again, Jack Love has a 3 work rate, but he is in a hardcore promotion. Again, hardcore wrestlers in our promotion get +1 work rate. So he has a work rate of 4. This Journeyman has a work rate of 2. So 4 + 2 is 6. Divide that in half, and the average is 3. So they put on a 3 quality match. Again, better. Moving up the card, putting on better matches. And then we get to the big main event, Genocide versus Bud Drinker. We've already seen them sell a crap ton of tickets, making us a bunch of money, and now they're going to put on a show. They're going to put on the best match they can for all the fans who have come and paid to see them. Taking a look, Genocide has a work rate of 2. Bud Drinker has a work rate of 2. However, they are, again, say it with me, hardcore wrestlers in a hardcore promotion, so they each get +1 to their work rate, meaning Genocide and Bud Drinker both have a work rate of 3. So 3 + 3 divided by 2 is 3. So normally this would be a 3 quality match. However, because they have the same work rate, they are considered compatible. These are 2 people who are of the same level of wrestling. So because they have a similar level of talent, they can gel together a little bit better and put on a better match. So the bonus for being compatible is that after the average of the match is determined, you add 1 to that match rating. So normally, again, 3 + 3 divided by 2, that's going to be a match rating of 3. We are going to get an additional +1 because they have matching work rates. So this is going to be a match rating of 4. So now we have the match rating of our 5 matches, the 2 opening matches with a match rating of 1, the Double M versus Jobber match rating of 2, Jack Love versus the Journeyman with a match rate of 3, and then Bud Drinker versus Genocide with a match rate of 4. So these numbers combined are going to make up the total show quality for our first turn. So we take 1 plus 1, that's 2, plus 2, that's 4. 4 plus 3 is 7, and 7 plus 4 is 11. So the total show quality for our first turn is 11. So that's an 11 quality. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that number and then we're going to reference the reputation chart on the board, and we will see that a show quality of 11 gives us a reputation increase of +1. So we are going to take our token and move it up the track +1. So our new reputation is a 1. So now we have a 1 reputation. People are starting to become a little bit more familiar with our promotion. The fans who have been to our show may come back next turn just on our name alone. We're going to make a little bit more money off of that, and we get closer to having a high reputation and winning the game. So that is how you determine your show quality. And then again, the higher show quality you have, the more reputation, the more your reputation increases. So in this case, we had an 11 that increased us +1. If you have a quality of 12 to 14, that increases you +2. 15 to 17 gives you a +3 increase. 18 to 20 gives you a +4. 21 to 24 gives you a +6 reputation increase. And if you manage to put on an incredible 24 show quality, or better than a 24 show quality show, then that is going to increase your reputation by 8. So that is something that you have to look forward to once you get to be a bigger promotion down the line in the later turns. But for now, our first ambitious show is a quality of 11, which gives us a +1 to our reputation, and that is the end of the show quality phase, and we are going to move on to the final phase of the turn, which is the cleanup phase.